Hello there, and welcome to today's episode of the EdTech Podcast. My name is Monica Burns, and I am so glad that you're here to join me today. If you want to make the most of education technology, aka EdTech, well, you are in the right place. My goal has always been to help make EdTech easier and give you ideas you can try yourself, share with a colleague, or bookmark for later in the school year. Every Tuesday here on the EdTech Podcast, you'll hear stories from my time in the classroom, the work I do now with schools and districts, and my travels to different EdTech events. Get ready for solo episodes where I share some quick tips and stories, and interviews full of practical ideas and stories from new guests each month. If we mention something you'd like to check out, make sure to click the link. You'll find it in the episode description or the summary area where you're listening to this podcast, or you can find every episode and all of the resources we mention by going to classtechtips.com/podcast, or by going to classtechtips.com and just clicking on the EdTech Podcast button at the top of the page. This episode is sponsored by my EdTech Club, a membership designed to help K-12 educators save time and simplify technology integration. When you join, you'll get instant access to dozens of months' worth of content from the past couple of years, plus new masterclasses, guides, and resources each month. It's all self-paced, so you can dive in whenever it works for your schedule. Head to easyedtechclub.com to learn more and sign up. That's easyedtechclub.com for all the details. Today's episode is titled 10 Fun Writing Activities for Kids that Don't Require AI. Now, if you've joined me for a webinar, a workshop, or a keynote recently, you know I am definitely excited about the role AI can play in instructional planning. I even released a second edition of my book, EdTech Essentials, with 2 new chapters all about this topic. But just like anything new that seems to be everywhere, it can also be nice to take a break and revisit some favorites. So in today's episode, I have a combination of resources I've grown to love in the past, along with some new platforms and websites that I think you'll appreciate too. And while AI has become a popular tool in the classroom, at least for instructional planning in many instances, today we're putting AI aside for a moment and looking at some still pretty techy ways to enhance writing instruction without it. And I say writing instruction not just in the ELA classroom, but writing about learning experiences really in all content areas. And if your students are not writing a full sentence or paragraph or 2 pages, you might use these same activities to spark discussions, for video reflections. I tried to make this list pretty customizable for listeners of the podcast. Now, there's nothing wrong, of course, with using AI for inspiration, but this post is just going to focus on options that put AI to the side for now. So whether you're trying something brand new or looking to remix an old favorite, these activities are worthy of your consideration. Writing can give kids a creative outlet and also provide a valuable assessment opportunity. So let's jump into this list of resources, almost a dozen for you, and some writing activities you can explore this year. reminder, I'm going to link out to everything on the show notes page. So if there's something that you like, of course, you could just Google it, or you can look at the link in the summary. Say you're listening to this on Spotify. That's my go-to platform, but you can, of course, listen to the podcast really anywhere. But say you're listening to this on a Spotify app or something, in the description area, it'll have the link to today's episode. You can click on that, and then it will take you to all the extra links for the resources on our list. So just know you could always pause, of course, right, the episode and go take a peek at one of these, but that whole list is right there waiting for you. So first up for us is the Achievery's writing lessons. Now, the Achievery platform provides interactive writing lessons that blend media and prompts to give students a unique writing experience. I featured them on the blog in the past and even chatted with some power users on the podcast and partnered with them for some content. And I've been so impressed with their search features, which make it really easy to locate ELA or English language arts and writing lessons. But on the Achievery's website, you'll find plenty of cross-curricular content too. They've got partnerships with ISTE and other great professional development providers, so plenty to find on the Achievery's website. Next up is Write the World. Write, W-R-I-T-E, like a writing. It's an online community that provides students with weekly writing prompts and, if you so choose, the chance to share their work with peers around the world. So it focuses on real-world issues and encouraging kids to think critically and express their views in writing. So Write the World is designed with teens in mind, but you might find inspiration for upper elementary writing activities too. So the platform offers feedback, revision suggestions, and can really help kids refine their writing while gaining this broader perspective on global events, different cultures, you name it. Now, next up for us is Newsella's writing prompts, or News ELA. Sometimes I hear people say it. Now, if you ask kids to read about current events, then you probably are already familiar with Newsella. They have a platform that offers really high quality, high interest, and leveled news articles. So teachers and students who have the full access to Newsella will see that each article has a writing prompt tailored to the topic. So this is something that could encourage kids to reflect on current events or analyze real-world issues, and can really help them build both their writing and critical thinking skills. So you could integrate the prompts that you find there into a lesson or just part of a regular writing routine, and maybe even adapting them to different reading levels. Now, if you're looking for some free content, right, so you don't need the full access for this one, you might want to take a peek at the Learning Network by the New York Times. Now, in addition to all the curriculum that it offers, the Learning Network also has some daily writing prompts. These are tied to current events, photos, videos, opinion pieces, you name it. And they're really designed to inspire students to express their thoughts and engage in meaningful discussions. Now, there's other things happening on this site too. They host contests and give kids the opportunity to showcase their writing, but this is something that you might head to simply for the writing prompts and activities. So far on our list, we've got the Achievery, Write the World, Newsella, and the Learning Network by the New York Times. Next up is Better Lesson. Better Lesson has free lesson plans for writing on topics that really go across different grade levels. So you can find the detailed, standards-based lessons that fall into different types of content. So narrative, informative, persuasive, and there also include really practical strategies for teachers too. There's video tutorials and other resources to support educators who are tackling how to bring writing instruction into different content areas. Next up is Wonderopolis and their writing prompts. They have daily Wonder of the Day questions that are designed to spark curiosity and then have a writing prompt. So these are often ones that explore science, history, culture. So they're great for creative writing activities that don't necessarily connect to just an ELA skill, but also to things kids might explore in other subjects or just have an interest in. And you can use these prompts to start discussions too. And they have some extra resources that give kids some background info on a topic, which is great if it's not something that they've really explored or experienced before. We've also got PBS Learning Media, their writing activities on the list. They've got a whole bunch of writing lessons, including videos, articles, writing prompts, love all things PBS. And these activities are great for tying writing to media literacy and helping kids practice writing while they're engaging with videos and digital content. So there's a wide range of subjects on the platform, so you should be able to find activities that align with your classroom goals. So there's narrative, persuasive writing, you name it. Still a few more for you. The next one is No Red Ink. All one word, no spaces. So No Red Ink provides some grammar and writing lessons that are free, interactive, and you can access them on a variety of topics. So everything on sentence structure, punctuation, essay writing. They do have some premium features, but another great one you can dive into totally for free. So next up, I've got an old favorite, one from the beginning of my time with like a interactive whiteboard, a smartboard in my classroom, which is Scholastic Story Starters. And this is a great, super simple tool. It offers creative, random writing prompts. So you're like spinning a wheel here. Kids can pick a genre and then they can spin for a new story idea. So it has that kind of whimsical aspect to it. And of course, you could do this on that big whiteboard, interactive whiteboard or screen in your room, or introduce this for small groups. So 2 more for you here. We've got Read, Write, Think, also no spaces with this one. They've got oodles of free writing lesson plans, tools, printouts for educators, everything from narrative writing to poetry. So lots of resources for integrating writing across different subject areas also. If you're on their screen on the left-hand side, it's the left-hand side, you'll see the menu and there's a keyword search at the top as well. So on the second half of our list here, we added in Better Lesson, Wonderopolis, PBS Learning Media, No Red Ink, Scholastic Story Starters, Read, Write, Think, and our last one is Teach Writing with the New York Times. So this one also has you tapping into current events, but instead of those daily writing prompts I mentioned earlier, this set of resources from the New York Times includes access to a much more robust curriculum. There's actually 9 units for this current school year, this past school year, that you can still tap into. And there's even one called the Podcast Writing for Audio that may be just a different spin than you usually take with some fun writing activities for students. So if you're looking to take a break from all things AI, these resources are definitely worthy of your consideration. They cover a wide range of topics and grade levels and are really ready for you to customize without having to bring AI into the conversation, at least for now. So, of course, if you're looking for more strategies, I've got a whole bunch in the new edition of EdTech Essentials. Of course, there's some AI stuff in there too. And if you've got a favorite thing, a favorite writing activity, maybe one I echoed or mentioned today already, or one I didn't mention, make sure to let me know. You can always reach out on Instagram, just send me a quick DM, or if you already get my free weekly newsletter, just reply to the newsletter because I see all of that and I'm always happy to dive in. So let's make this EdTech easy with a few key points from the episode. Explore diverse writing platforms with curated real-world prompts. Utilize interactive tools for personalized student writing experiences. Integrate multimedia resources to connect writing across subjects. And design adaptable, standard-based writing activities for multiple grade levels. Remember, you can find the show notes and the full list of resources from today's episode by heading to easyedtechpodcast.com and searching for this one, those fun writing activities that don't require AI. This episode is sponsored by my Easy EdTech Club, a membership designed to help K-12 educators save time and simplify technology integration. When you join, you'll get instant access to dozens of months' worth of content from the past couple of years, plus new masterclasses, guides, and resources each month. It's all self-paced, so you can dive in whenever it works for your schedule. Head to easyedtechclub.com to learn more and sign up. That's easyedtechclub.com for all the details. Thank you for listening to this new episode of the Easy EdTech Podcast. I love creating new episodes for you each week, but I could use a bit of help spreading the word about the podcast. Can you leave a rating or review on your favorite podcast app? Spotify will let you tap on the stars, and Apple Podcasts will let you tap on the stars and leave a 1 or 2 sentence review. Thank you so much for taking this extra step. It helps other educators find episodes like this one when they're searching for EdTech tips.